Ladies and fellas, man, how you doing? It's a fine Thursday morning. Actually, it's almost 12, so it's not really morning anymore, but it is a fine Thursday. I don't work, and I was doing a little bit of farming. I mean, today I think is the last day of farming, or technically speaking, tomorrow might be. For whatchamacallit, the Christmas event. As you can see, one day left. It is still a crime that they did this, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So after doing a little bit of farming, I went to do my daily singles, and what do you know? A new banner is here that I didn't expect at all. The Da Vinci banner. Oh, oops. A Da Vinci banner with with Baobhan as well as Barghest. We didn't know this. JP did not get this banner. Well, at least I don't recall them getting this banner. I should have probably checked beforehand, but I'm pretty sure they didn't get this banner. But we did know about the Melusine banner that's coming soon, but we didn't know about this one. So this is gonna be around until the 21st. So only a week. So let's go over which one is more valuable, since I was already planning on doing a Melusine banner video, but since both of them are here, might as well just do them together, right? Like, why not? So I have all of this over here, and I'm not gonna go over all of them individually, because that will take a long time. So you probably already know how broken Melusine is, but you probably don't know how good Saber Lancelot is. I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to make something witty. I don't know where I was going with that. But so I have over here also a tier list maker, just to see for my own opinion how relevant or how valuable each of them are. Think about it, I should probably maybe change the names, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. So Melusine first. She's just broken. Extremely broken. We all already know this. She will always be broken, and she will always be relevant, no matter what. If comes a day where she's no longer relevant, that's because lasagna has Figo has fallen. The West has fallen, Figo has fallen. There's no way that she's always gonna be relevant. She's always gonna be extremely broken, just because of the way that she's built. By the way, something that I didn't know beforehand, but when she changes, if you don't know anything about Melusine, she has two forms essentially. She has her first form, and then she can use her third skill to transform it into her other form, which changes her NP. Her NP on her regular form is just like a single target arts. Deals damage to enemies, gets star bombs, blah blah blah. Doesn't matter too much. But after you use her third skill, which gives her a 100% NP battery, her noble phantasm becomes an AoE buster one. This is why she's broken. She has a 100% AoE. No, I'm sorry. She has a 100% NP battery just for herself, and then she has a buster. She has a AoE buster and Noble Phantasm, which applies invincibility as well, so that's really good coverage. But I never knew that, technically speaking, you can miss this. Like, it says 500 chance to transform, so if you go against a boss that just lowers your chance indefinitely, theoretically speaking, you could miss her transformation. I never knew this. I don't have her, that's why I never really checked what the wording was, but that's actually just really funny. But yeah, Melusine will always be broken. She is always broken. If you want to go for her, I pray that you get her, because she's just way too good. Lancelot is not much talked about him though. He's a single target. He's a single target saber, art saber, and he's just really good at just regenerating his own NP with his face cards. His face cards just regenerate so much NP, and his whole kit is like crit build. His first skill gives him a 20%, not 20%, a 20 star bomb. Second skill is just crit absorption for 3 turns, which 3 turns. Could this skill get a buff? Yes, but 3 turns is still fine skill. And then third skill regenerate starts every single turn, as well increases his crit damage by 50%. So he's a really pretty damn decent single target damage dealer. He's really good single target damage dealer. And then finally Percival, he's just good. He's just good. He can do a fine job at looping, but I mean, if you're looping with him, his only skill that really benefits him is his first skill, which, to be fair, it's kind of stacked. He has a 30% arts up, 20% battery, and then 20% NP damage up. Like, that's a stacked skill. That is a stacked skill. Not to mention that he also ignores invincibility and increases his NP damage as well for 1 turn only, so it doesn't ramp up, but it's still fine for his overcharge effect. It's still fine. His other skills are just survivability. It's a taunt for enemies, and yeah, he regenerates NP. Third skill, invincibility for a single ally, and recovers their HP. It's fine. He's just good. You can use him basically anywhere. He can do a fine job as long as you build a team around him. So overall, I think the value of this banner specifically is just through the roof. It's just so good. It's just so good. Like, I have the I opened up the wrong tab. This over here. If I were to place them, it's just like Melusine obviously at the top. I think Lancelot is like on 8, and then Percival is like right in there in the middle. Right there in the middle. He's just really good to have. If you have Percival with multiple NP levels, hell, if you have any of these with multiple NP levels, you're set. They're just that good. They're all really good. They scale very well with their NP levels. They're really good. On the flip side though, we got this random banner that just showed up, the Da Vinci banner. These are a little bit more complicated to talk about. So Da Vinci was really good when she came out. She was the unit when she came out. Well, maybe not the unit, but you know, she was extremely valuable when she came out. And now that we have like 17 billion other arts, AoE arts farmers, she has lost a lot of her luster. And she's gonna keep losing her luster, especially since like next year we're getting Samurai Buki, who just like she's the best arts looper out there because she's a berserker. So you know, sadly enough, Da Vinci is gonna keep getting power crept the longer the game keeps going on. Is she still bad though? No, she will always be fine. Just a fine unit. She's a rider, so that's good. Like she already has an inherent star absorption. Oh, sorry. She has an inherent star absorption. That's pretty good. She has good survivability, and she I'm sorry, I'm all over the place right now. She has really good survivability. With having HP regens, she has a dodge for herself for 1 attack. Wait, what? Grants self evasion for 1 attack. Increases crit damage for 1 turn. Oh, it's in a 4-turn cooldown. Okay, I never noticed this. See, this is how much I use her. I didn't even know this. Okay, it's for 1 attack. What the fuck? I thought it was 1 turn. It's 1 attack? I mean, it's a 4-turn cooldown. Like, there's not many characters that have like 4-turn cooldown skills, especially one that has like 50% crit damage up. It is for 1 turn though, but still, okay, 1 attack is kind of like, that's not as good. See, this is the power creep that I'm talking about. This is the power creep that I'm talking about. I mean, her 3rd skill, which is extremely powerful, 30% NP damage for all allies, charges all allies NP gauge by 10%, and then overcharges the party, which is, sadly enough, it's only 1 turn. If this was for 3 turn 1 use, this was 3 turns 1 use, that would have been much better for things like what do you call it, multi-core farming. But you know, it's still fine. Like, overall, she has lost a lot of her luster, a lot of what makes her unique. She has a lot of ways to generate NP for her party, but sadly enough, it just doesn't end up being enough to keep up with servants nowadays. Sadly enough, she lost a lot of her luster. Barghest, on the other hand, though, is... I love Barghest so much, but she's a little bit unique. She's an amazing, immaculate solo unit. One of the best solo units, in my opinion at least, out there. and that's mainly because of her Noble Phantasm, where she reduces own skill cooldown by 1 on her Noble Phantasm. Yes, she's an amazing solo unit, especially when we get what do we call it? What do we call it? The thing, the chain, the 3 chain things, where you go like the quad chain. God, that sounds so stupid when I say it. But when we get the quad chain update, where we get all 3 of the bonuses for if we have a Buster card, an Arts card, and a Quick card, we got all 3 of the bonuses from them. When that happens, it'll be even better for her just as a solo unit. I mean, all solo units will greatly benefit from that. But yeah, also in addition, she also has a triple Buster chain, triple Buster cards. Like, she's just such a good solo unit. Outside of that, I don't think she gets much use. She doesn't have too much support, like Y team support. She's very selfish in this regard. Which is why she's really good solo unit. But outside of that, using her as a solo unit, it's kind of awkward to use her. It's very awkward to use her. So not much that I can say that besides, she's a good solo unit. She's a good solo unit. That's basically it. Our Sith, though, I think is very interesting. She's one of the more interesting servants out here. Because she has a lot going on for her, but I don't think she excels at anything per se. So, first skill, so the important things that I'm going to highlight here are, on her first skill, she has a party-wide evasion for 1 attack. She has a party-wide evasion for 1 attack. That's very valuable. Problem is, it's tied to her quick performance. So while I wanted to say that, Bao Sith is like a pretty damn good challenge quest servant, this kind of ruins that. It hurts her a lot. It hurts her a lot, especially since her quick is like 40% for herself. It's just like, it hurts her a lot. It's not the worst thing, but it's still very bothersome. Second skill, though, and this is why I want to talk about her as a as a challenge quest unit. Seals enemies NPs, which some of them, it depends on the challenge quest, but just having somebody that seals enemies NPs for 1 turn, like guaranteed for on her skills, it's extremely valuable. It's extremely good. Same with sealing their skills. Like, it's just it's very valuable to have on your account. I very much enjoy using her for such purposes. And also she has a 30% NP battery alongside of her third skill, which also has another 30% NP battery. So overall, she has a 60% NP battery. And then her third skill also absorbs 1 enemy's HP without killing them, so she can regenerate 3,000 health for her, which good survivability. She has very good survivability. Only problem is it's her evasion and invincibility is tied to her quick card, but that's annoying. But her third skill also reduces their an enemy's NP gauge by 1. Like, she's very much a a challenge quest unit. But this is just, it bothers me a lot. There's a lot of situations where it's just like, I want to use this, but I need to save this. Like, it's bothersome. It's very bothersome. It is very bothersome. But I also really like her for I don't want to call it multi-card farming, because we don't have like 90 plus nodes yet, but like using her with like multiple DPSs, or her alongside another DPS, like her having a 60% battery for herself, is just like, it comes in clutch. It helps a lot with when making team building decisions. It's very flexible. I like it a lot. Especially when there is like just one single target, one single target enemy on the second wave when I'm trying to farm. Like, it comes in clutch. I like it a lot. I very much like it. I didn't talk about her NP, but main important thing is she has ignores evasion on her NP, which again comes in clutch. It's good for like challenge quest scenarios, that type of situation. The curse thing, I'll be honest, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't come up. It's really not much. It's really not that relevant at all. But overall, I really like her. I like her flexibility. I like her flexibility a lot. But overall, I can't say she's too valuable. So overall, I have to do this. I will put Da Vinci just an okay, just like above Percival, I would say. Barghest, I will put her over here, a little bit above Lancelot. And then Baobhan is a hard one where I think I really enjoy using her, but she has so much flexibility on her skill set where I think that she's like more valuable than like somebody like Lancelot, but like she's still like she can come up short a lot. She comes up short a lot, at least like damage wise. This honestly is a really big downside. Every time that I try to use her, no, I'll put her over here. I think she's more valuable than Barghest simply because I think solo units aren't like, it's not an inherent thing that we need or very valuable in Grand Order in Fago. Overall, I think this is like, in terms of value, this is where I would put every single one of these units. I think this is a fine list per se. So overall, if you're gonna summon on one of these banners, first of all, just do whoever you want. Just do whoever you want. Don't let meta dictate who you're summoning for, like obviously. But I would recommend just going for Melt. If you have Queen of Sky, obviously. If you have Queen of Sky, I would just recommend going for Melt, or not Melt. I'm sorry, Melusine. She's just way too busted. He's just way too busted. And also, there's no guarantee that you're gonna get either of the 4 stars. It's split right up, so if you're going for one specific one, there's a good chance that you pull the 5-star. There's a bigger chance that you pull the 5-star rather than the 4-star, at least from my experience. Like, I pulled 2 Morgan last time on the Morgan banner that had Barghest and Baobhan. I ended up pulling 2 Morgans before I got 1 Baobhan. Like, that's how bad split rate up are. So if you're going for a 4-star specifically, good luck. I'll tell you that. Good luck. Because the split rate up is just, it's a really bad mechanic. It's a really bad mechanic. But this banner overall, I think, is much more valuable. Melusine is just really good. Lancelot and Percival scale really well with more NP levels. I mean, so do Melusine. But them specifically, especially since their arts. But yeah, I think this is a better banner. I would recommend you pulling for this rather than this one. But the video is getting a little bit too long. That's what I want to talk about. I'm gonna have to go back to farming because today's the last day and I haven't been farming at all. Like, at all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know who you're summoning for, if you're summoning at all, because there's a lot of banners coming up. New Year's is gonna be here in like 2 weeks. So yeah, we have a lot coming up. So goodbye. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.